So, I've slept on this table. There was just a guy here with a truck. He loaded shit. You can see the shit still steaming in the background. So, let's go.
I'm at the French side of the Pyrenees and I'm following the N116 with the goal to reach the tiny country Andorra. In order to get there, I first have to cycle up to more than 2000 meters above sea level.
Ooh, I'm getting really hungry now. I think in like 1 or 2 kilometers should be a village. Yeah, I'm looking really forward to some food.
Unfortunately, the shop in that village was closed, so I had to continue pedaling for now with an empty stomach.
Next supermarket should be in around 10 kilometers and it's pretty much downhill to there, so it's alright, I can survive.
But luck wasn't really on my side that day. The next supermarket was closed as well, but eventually I found a bakery where I could get at least some bread. Equipped with a baguette and spare food, I ended up at a beautiful place to spend my last night here in France.
It's already 12:20. It took me quite a long time to get ready because I wanted to charge this camera and my phone because I have no power bank power left, only solar power. So yeah, let's go to Andorra. Oh guys, look at those views here. Man. I'm just doing a time lapse of this awesome scenery here because the cars, they just go in these nice lines and it looks just perfect.
And with the arrival of the night, I reached the border crossing and entered Andorra with no problems.
Good morning. So I made it to the top of this climb. I'm at 2,500 meters, literally. Here's some sort of old radio station, abandoned. And now I'm knowing what Andorra is like. I mean, maybe you can hear it already in the background.
It's not really my cup of tea, but it is what it is.
Down there, this road, that's mine. Goes all the way down there, this valley.
Before starting this trip, I bought this strange harness, which I've never used so far. So now I was curious if I can create any nice time-lapse footage of that downhill by using it.
And there we go. Nice!
Yeah, I don't know. The downhill was nice, but Andorra didn't really catch me personally, so I decided to just keep moving.
I removed this thing because it really looked stupid by now and didn't do any purpose anymore. And I spilled oil on my pants. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, welcome to Spain. I'm following some sort of bigger road, I would say. But sometimes when there's a tunnel, the road splits up, the cars go through the tunnel, and then there's always this alternative route around the mountain. That's quite nice.
After a few hours of rolling down from the mountains of the Pyrenees, I reached the northwestern part of Spain and wanted to go to Barcelona next.
From here it's about 70 kilometers to Barcelona. It's cloudy today. That's a problem because I'm relying on solar power to actually charge my phone and cameras and all that stuff. So on this I have a bit power left. On my Nikon, nothing, zero, almost nada, a little bit. My phone is almost dead, so yeah, it's kind of a problem. But I've booked myself a room in Barcelona or a hostel for 2 nights. So I'm gonna stay there, I can charge my stuff, take a shower, which I haven't done for 2 weeks by now. So yeah, let's go. Oh, come on Eric, you can do it. Just be the rubbish bag. Fly into that rubbish bin. Yes! So it's about 20 kilometers from here to Barcelona, and Google Maps just demanding crazy stuff for Spain, yeah, cycle routes. But Google Maps suggests me to cross this river. Awesome. I crossed the river and now Google Maps is demanding the next challenge. I should go down here and follow some trail down there. I'm not sure even if there is a trail. Let me check this out, man. It's wild. Apparently there is a trail, but where does it go, man? Okay. Well then, let's do it. What the fuck? Holy Maloney. Man, it's bushy here. I made it.
Eventually I arrived in Barcelona later that day, checked into a hostel where I could shower, recharge all my stuff again and soak up a little bit the urban vibe of probably my favorite city in Europe. But after 2 nights I actually had enough of city life and I was keen to continue cycling more south, following now the Eurovelo number 8, which is following the west coast of Spain. The first night after Barcelona, I camped directly on the beach, and just when I packed my stuff, I noticed these guys with their surfboards. Since I'd already my drone out, I headed over to them and asked them if it would be okay if I would film them. Of course, they were totally cool about it. They had just started learning to surf and tried to catch some waves, but the conditions seemed really hard that day. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I was so focused on them that I didn't really notice where I was flying with the drone and actually crashed it.
Hey! Man, I was seriously deep.
The wind and weather has been a bit wild in the past days, and in combination with the tides, it pushed the water beyond its normal place and caused some small local floodings.
It's raining, but I really found a good spot. I can't show you much because it's dark, but I'm between some trees, some pine trees, and I'm well hidden from the strong wind that's right now on. And because it just started to rain again as well, so I'm really lucky to be here. Here it's a little bit dripping through, but it's not really that wet, so it's a new day. It's got daylight and I want to show you where I actually slept. A beautiful place which probably somebody used a while ago to just hang out and chill here, but then they blocked the access with this pile of earth and stuff. Now it looks like this. So I've got a tarp. The tarp I actually made myself back in 2018 and it still works just perfectly. It's so nylon, it's really light, it's really small. It's a perfect size to just sit above my hammock and keep me dry, and it never failed me. So I'm really happy I made this one. This is my hammock plus my sleeping bag, aka underquilt, so it actually hangs quite nicely under my hammock. It's actually just a blanket, and it's got here bungee cords inside which I always attach with a stick. The hammock is a dream hammock. I really love it because it's really comfy. I also have it since 2015. And the sleeping bag I'm using inside is another one I made with Polartec Alpha inside and wind breaking nylon material on the outside, and it just does the job, and it's like 450 grams, this whole thing. I am in some sort of super touristic town, which is quite empty because it's out of season. Everything is dead and I'm really struggling to find a supermarket. I mean, it's also Sunday. Everything is closed in general on Sunday here in Spain. But the last thing that dies is hope. So according to Google Maps, there should be a supermarket here which is open, but I'm not too sure if that's true, man. Everything looks like abandoned.
This time, luck was on my side and the market I had spotted on the map was really open. So I restocked with vegetables and my beloved lentils and carried on through the strange world of towns that were built solely for insane amounts of tourists that would roam that place in season. This made it quite difficult to find actually something to camp, but over the past years I have mastered the skill to always find something, or just to not care about where I would sleep.
Oh yes, I slept the night here, but nobody knows why. So yesterday, as I fixed my chain, I just hurt myself a little bit. It's not much, it's not no issue at all, but as I was wearing gloves, it was a little bit burning this spot, so I put a patch on it. But now I regret because, fuck man, I've got hair on my hand. Holy shit. Oh, it's so well glued to my hand. Fuck. Dude, I've got no hair anymore here.
The cool thing about the Spanish coast, every few kilometers is sort of outdoor gym. And because usually my arms do nothing else than just holding the handlebars, I decided to do 10 pull-ups or chin-ups whenever I would get the opportunity to do so. The more I kept going south, the more wind I had to deal with. And of course it is like always, it's a headwind. So as I reached Valencia, I decided to stop there for 2 nights to visit a friend, wash my stuff and to reconsider the route that I had in mind because of the wind that was now coming from the inland, blowing from the west to the east.
I'm back on the bike. I'm just out of Valencia and I was actually planning to go to Albacete and then down south towards Cabo de Gata, Almeria. But the wind is just so intense. Now here this place is okay because I changed my route because the headwind I had was like 80 km/h wind gusts. And I was supposed to go uphill as well, so I was like, nah, I just choose an alternative route. And yeah, now I just keep following the coast.
And not just the wind made sure things would be more difficult. Somehow I broke my spoke, but after a short visit at the bike shop I was equipped with 2 new spokes which I could just use to replace the broken one.
I fixed my spoke, I didn't film much. I just filmed vertical because I did some real stuff. Yeah! It's beautiful, look at this view. That's what I have in front of me, and behind me I've got the moon just rising, full moon. Man, that's beautiful here.
And here this episode comes to an end again. So stay tuned for the next one. See ya, cheers and keep pedaling.